Greetings, friends and family. Tyler here in beautiful San Francisco Bay Area on a sunny spring day here at Canticle Farm. I am speaking into the screen and the camera right now to offer you an update on my recent journeys, where I've been, where I'm going, particularly because soon I am embarking on a sacred pilgrimage to the Himalayas to complete my Divinity School one-year master's program that I've been a part of. So stick around for a few minutes and I'll offer you an update on my journey and offer you ways to support and communicate. Yeah, and maybe no sunglasses can help you see me a little better. Many of you might have known that a few years ago I was based at New Forest Farm, the home of restoration agriculture. A unique blend of passive water management with ponds and swales, rotational grazing of multi-species livestock, and perennial tree crops of chestnuts, apples, hazelnuts, elderberries, currants. We would grow vegetables in between the aisles of trees. I would rotate the pigs through the chestnuts in the fall. A truly gorgeous place that I learned a lot from and chose to leave in the summer of 2016, moving actually to Southern California to the home of my friend Connor. He helps run a 10-acre permaculture farm in a town called Ojai. Luckily safe from the recent fires, mostly because of different water management and tree orchard practices in the area. I learned a lot about raising pigs and browsing goats on the wild lands. I started a tree nursery there of desert-tolerant tree crops. Beautiful community built there with special people. And I transitioned from that home last April of 2017 and ended up moving here to Canticle Farm, a 6-house, 30-person co-housing, soul gift-based community in East Oakland, San Francisco Bay Area. Thanks for your patience with the chimes. Here at Canticle, we sit at the intersection of social and economic justice, integral spirituality, and permaculture and environmental sustainability. We blend a house of people that were formerly incarcerated at San Quentin for racist absurdity, laws and such, that now they're doing epic storytelling in our community and in the wider Bay Area. We have a community here that does natural healing and herbalism workshops with holistic nutrition, and we host liturgy every Sunday morning that blends the traditions of St. Francis of Assisi and the Catholic worker tradition with Dorothy Day. We blend that with Buddhist prayers and Jewish Shabbat dinners on Friday. It's a really special community that helps me tolerate the urban living and to really awaken some of my gifts. In so many ways, this place has really allowed me to bloom beyond my gardening self into a wider array of offerings. I've been holding what I call soil and soul suppers, which are meals for conferences and retreat centers or small special gatherings of friends and dinner parties in their homes, where I source high-quality, farm-raised, regenerative foods that I prepare in the most beautiful ways possible for the body, and then feed that in mindful eating ways that truly can nourish our full interdimensional being. I've been working with special friends on this block, special friends in my community to begin those offerings. Connecting people with food, the healing of the land, the healing of their bodies. This has been part of me awakening to my soul work of how food is such an integral part to our healing, to the way we see the earth and our bodies. That's a bit of my recent journey as to the places I've lived and some of the travels I've been on. many more stories for when we share a meal together sometime soon. And I communicate through this video because in a few weeks I fly to Kathmandu, Nepal, invited there by a special woman named Cynthia Jers. She carries a practice called the Earth Treasure Vase meditation, a special practice she received from a 106-year-old Lama in a cave up in the Himalayas, that guided her to fill these little earthen clay vases with sacred objects and prayers and songs. She came through Canticle Farm with one of her vases that was soon to be planted on the far northern edge of Alaska, all in the hopes of building a global healing mandala for these chaotic times. As she came through here, she and I connected deeply, and I was invited on this special pilgrimage, which perfectly aligned with my new one-year-long master's program called Alt Div. It's actually an alternative divinity school that is a self-designed, self-directed master's program that is amidst a soulful community-building liberatory learning community called Open Masters, where young people are really seeking advanced learning, and yet beyond the rigid academic confines of traditional master's programs and without the financial burdens. I was accepted to that community last summer, and as a part of it, we're encouraged to create a year-long program that ends in some type of project or journey. This pilgrimage to Nepal will be my culmination of that special divinity school program, and it's a pilgrimage to begin integrating a few of my recent inner and outer journeys as I walk up these sacred mountains, all on a quest to really begin learning more about refugia, this concept in population biology where amidst a natural disaster, volcano coming down, pouring lava over an area, and yet behind this rock, there's a little salamander egg, a bit of moss, a small tree seed that after this disaster calms, there's actually a place of refuge, a refugia that can help regenerate life in the times to come. And amidst a world where 90% of the fishes in the ocean are gone, 98% of the forests have been clear-cut, 40% of the mammals are dying, the oceans are acidifying, the Arctic is melting. We need places of refuge. We need communities to emulate. And I believe the Hindu, Buddhist, spiritual, beautiful beings of the Himalayas have a lot to teach me of these times. And so, as a part of my advanced divinity studies and as a part of my personal and sacred pilgrimage, I will learn deeply from these communities for 2 months. So, with that said, I wanted to offer this video to outreach and communicate with people. Sure, for those who feel called to support, I would love to host the Soil and Soul Supper for you. I'll be traveling to offer those this summer and fall when I return from Nepal. And I wanted to just communicate a bit of my recent journeys. And so thank you all for listening to me for 9 minutes. I am grateful that I have a wider web of people to communicate with. Hopefully this offers a bit of update on my journey. I hope to communicate more with you all personally. Thanks for listening to the birds and the chimes, and to my Cana that was gifted to me by a dear mentor and friend, Lawrence Cole, up in the Pacific Northwest. So I'll play a small tune to Exodus, and I give gratitude for your listening and your support in all the ways that come. Blessings on this special spring, this equinox, and communicate more soon. Stay beautiful.